Good morning. Welcome to Just for Today, a time of eclectic readings, sharing of perspectives, meditation, and prayer. I'm Reverend Rafe Ellis, Senior Minister and Spiritual Leader of the newly joined Centers for Spiritual Living Communities of Greater Baltimore and Columbia. Today is August 2nd. And this morning I'm reading from The Science of Mind, A Philosophy of Faith, A Way of Life by Ernest Holmes. And I opened it to the Meditations for Self-Help, and my eyes landed on the meditation titled No Mistakes. Here's what it offers us. There are no mistakes. None have ever been made, and none ever will be made. Nothing ever happened in the past to hinder or hurt. There is no past, and I know and can see there is no belief in any past to arise against me. I live in the now, free from any yesterdays or tomorrows. Now I am happy, free, and complete. There are no mistakes. Now, I don't know about you, but even as I read that, I find myself in what human language calls conflicted experience. It's that duality that comes from my sense of separation, that my human experience is different than my spiritual experience. When I try to wrap my brain around this idea that there are no mistakes, I'm challenged by that. And I have a whole list that rises up to tell me all of the mistakes that have ever happened, all of the mistakes I've ever made, all of the mistakes you've ever made, all of the mistakes humanity has ever made. And I think the point of the reading is to really bring us to an awareness and an experience of the truth of our being in the moment. Not of our behavior, not of our actions, not even of our beliefs, but to the absolute reality of now. I spoke with a friend earlier this morning who has been diagnosed with bone cancer, and this is a beautiful human being that I have known for over 40 years and am close to. And in this human realm, that feels like a huge mistake. And yet, right now, in this moment, we're here, we're connected. And if I think about the future, it disconnects me from them. If I stay in the now, I can be present. And for me, what comes up is, am I willing to be present with my whole experience, my spiritual truth and my human experience? And sometimes the answer is yes, and sometimes the answer is no. And my brain wants to make that a mistake. And perhaps what this is offering us is a different experience of the absolute reality beyond the human reality. That we're on this journey of remembering our spiritual truth, experiencing our spiritual magnificence. And so wherever that journey takes us, whatever twists and turns we choose, all of that is bringing us back to an awareness, to an experience of our spiritual truth. And so in that respect, I can wrap my head around there being no mistakes. when I look at the inhumanity, what I label inhumanity of human behavior, I see lots of mistakes. And I would love to tell you I know how to dance with all of this. And I'm learning just like you. And so in this moment, I am willing to be open to what do I experience if I let go of the past and I let go of the future. And just as Ram Dass said, be here now in this moment. Because what I am really aware of in this moment is if I go backwards or forwards, I miss the moment of now. And I miss what's available now. And perhaps that's what this meditation is inviting us to, is to be happy now, to be present now, to recognize the completeness of the journey, one moment at a time. So I'm just going to read this meditation again and take us into our 5-minute meditation practice and invite you to just be present with what is, whatever comes up for you in this 5 minutes. And then I will close us out with a spiritual mind treatment, also known as affirmative prayer. Reading from page 519 in The Science of Mind, The Philosophy of Faith, A Way of Life. No mistakes. There are no mistakes. None have ever been made, and none will ever be made. Nothing ever happened in the past to hinder or hurt. There is no past, and I know and can see that there is no belief in any past to rise against me. I live in the now, free from any yesterdays or tomorrows. Now I am happy, free, and complete. There are no mistakes. And so in this moment, with this breath, I remember, I recognize, I know again that there is one life, one substance, out of which all life comes and yet lives within. One unseen, unformed substance expressing itself in form in the seen physical realm. Each expression uniquely, exquisitely individualized as one of a kind. Each a portal through which the infinite expresses, expanding its experience of itself. Portals of infinite possibility, infinite nowness. I recognize this construct of time and space as a mental limitation of humanity, and yet purposeful in the navigation of this physical realm. I recognize that I am that in form and simultaneously fully spiritual, unlimited. And what is true of me is true of all life, every expression of creation. Unlimited, pure potentiality, infinite possibilities in form. And so I speak my word, claiming and affirming that the mental limitation of past and future are healed by an awareness of the present, of the moment of now, which is the only true moment there is. I release all attachment to the past. I release all investment in the future. And I open to be fully present now. Knowing that now is all there is, and that this one power, this one presence is expressing its wholeness, its completeness, and its perfection right now. And right now. And I choose to intentionally remind myself throughout this day that this moment is the only moment there is. And in this moment, life, the essence of being, which is my being, is whole, perfect, and complete. That essence within all of life, creation itself, has never been harmed and has never harmed. And I call that into my experience through awareness, through choice. And even as I speak my word, I hear the human phrase, what gets recognized gets repeated. And so I recognize the perfection of life and choose to repeat that perfection in ever-expanding forms over and over and over. Knowing that the true healing is a revealing of the absolute in the relative. And I am grateful for the activity of creation that I call law. Grateful that it simply receives the impress, that it receives the desire of life to express the perfection and completeness that it is, acts upon it and makes it so, without distinction, without restriction, without qualification. It simply makes it so. And so I can truly live in the faith that it is done. I can live in the experience of the perfection of life unfolding in ways that my human brain simply cannot conceive. But the essence of life within me that is unfolding recognizes itself. And so I let go. I let go of all of the paradigms, all of the limitations of human thought, all of the beliefs that would negate the truth of the word spoken. I let them go. Over and over again, I let go. And embrace and embody the spiritual truth, the spiritual absolute. I receive the healing of awareness. And I choose to live in that. Ashe. Shalom. Aho. Amin. Amen. And so it is. Namaste.